While the Dallas Cowboys made significant moves in free agency this spring, including key reinforcements through signings and trades, there is still a long way to go for a team that finished last season with a disappointing 7-10 record. The front office acted responsibly by keeping key names on the roster and strengthening key positions, but for Dallas to return to being a true contender in 2025, success will also depend on the development of young talent, players who need to take the next step in their careers and establish themselves in Matt Eberflus's system. And that's why today we continue our Next Man Up series, highlighting a name that can and should be a key piece in rebuilding the secondary. Caelen Carson, cornerback selected in the 5th round of the 2024 draft, pick number 174. With only 1 year of professional experience, Carson has already shown that he is not on the roster just to make up the group. The young defender saw action in 6 games as a rookie, starting 5 of them and participating in 78% of the defensive snaps in those performances. This shows not only the confidence the coaching staff has in his potential, but also how much he was able to deliver right away. Coming from Wake Forest, where he earned the nickname Seatbelt for his ability to lock down receivers with intensity and physicality, Carson arrived at the Cowboys turning heads in training camp and quickly forced changes in the rotation, to the point where Eric Scott, another promising youngster, was released after losing space to the rookie. Carson's debut as a starter in Week 1 was a true test of fire. With Darren Bland injured, Carson was called up against a tough opponent. The Cleveland Browns, led by the experienced and 5-time Pro Bowler Amari Cooper, who would face his former team. The result? Cooper was limited to just 16 yards on 2 receptions, without scoring a single touchdown. A confident performance that conveyed the feeling that there was a legitimate talent in the making, but the path was not straightforward. After a promising debut, Carson faced difficulties, especially after suffering a shoulder injury that kept him off the field. His attempt to return early ended up compromising his performance, and inevitably he was placed on the injured reserve list at the end of November. Now, with Jordan Lewis out of the team after free agency and Trevon Diggs still recovering and potentially missing part of the new season, the moment calls for Carson to regain his leading role. The team needs him. The coaching staff needs him, and he has all the tools, physical, technical, and instinctive, to be an impactful player in Eberflus's system. The key now is to maintain consistency, stay healthy, and improve his level game after game. And you, Cowboys and NFL fan, do you believe that Caelen Carson can establish himself as a regular starter in 2025? Comment below with "It's Carson's turn" if you trust the young cornerback's potential, or still needs to prove if you think he needs to show more consistency to establish himself. And of course, if you want to keep up with everything about the Cowboys, NFL behind-the-scenes news, signings, analysis, and much more, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your participation is essential for the growth of our community and for us to continue bringing you quality content. Thank you very much for being with us, and stay tuned, because the season promises twists and turns.